Hello fellow Kaisercrafters, this is Kirsten Hyde and today I'm going to show you how to make a shadow box frame. I'm using this frame, which is one of the specialty papers from the Treasured Moments collection. As well as the frame, you'll need some cardboard, and I've used 12 times 12 cardboard, and this is pretty hard. The first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn the frame around. Okay, then I remove the frame, and then I'm using a small knife and I'm going to cut along the edges, and I'm going to fast forward while I do this. Right, then we've finished cutting it out, and you can also cut these holes out, and I don't think I'll be doing that this time. What I do then is that I use Kaisercraft sanding block and I sand the sides of it to smoothen them off. Right, and then that's the back for the frame. The thing that we need to do now is that we need to cut out the middle of the frame, and we also need to cut that out here on the base. So that's what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to put this on that side, and I make sure now that I draw on the same side as I drew on before. Right, and the cutting board will not have cut this all the way through, so I've got to go through with my knife again and make sure it cuts properly through. Alright, then again I sand a bit. Then I've got the basic frame, and then I'm going to have the back of the frame, and the back is going to be a piece of cardboard 25 times 26 centimeters long, and this will be moved to the back here. And now I'm going to make the piece of cardboard that's going to make this into a shadow box. The pieces are going to be 4 centimeters long, and then they're going to be put onto the back like this, and we're going to have the frame on the top. This is just because I've chosen to have it 5 centimeters deep, but you might choose something else. Right, then I'm going to make these sides. Right, then I got all the pieces. In total there should be 8 of these pieces, 4 centimeters wide. And now I'm going to cut them to the right length. Now we're going to go through the measurements. We got a background plate here, and that's 25 centimeters times 26 centimeters. And then we got the sides, and they're 4 centimeters times 25 centimeters, that's this side. And then we got one that's exactly the same, and that goes there. And I've chosen 4 centimeters because I want the depth of the frame to be 4 centimeters, but you may choose whatever you like. So that goes there, and this goes here. And then we got the next side, and that's also 4 centimeters tall. And even though this is 26 centimeters, I've only measured 25.6 centimeters here, and I'll show you why. That's because when I put these together, I want this to go on the outside and this to go on the inside. And to make that fit, this one has got to be a tiny bit smaller than 26, and that depends on the type of cardboard you got. My cardboard is 2 millimeters thick, so that's why I've now got 25.6 centimeters, because you've got to have that cardboard on both sides. So when you measure this out, make sure you've got 26 centimeters minus 2 of those. So that's the length you're going to have on this. This is going to be the outside of the frame, and I also want to add something on the inside here, and that's why I got 8 strips. So the first thing I'm going to do then is that I'm going to make 2 that's 25 centimeters long, and I'll make 2 that are shorter. They're just about the length to fit in here, and I'll show you that now. Then I'm going to glue this together, and I'm using a hot glue gun. But before I do that, I'm going to put these pieces where they're supposed to be, so that when I start gluing I don't go wrong. And you got the frame that should fit inside. Should fit inside this way, and if it doesn't fit completely, then just cut off the sides a tiny bit. Here it fits perfectly inside. Okay. And now I'm going to put on the frame, just to make sure that I've done it right. It's going to be here. And you see it's going to fit quite well. Okay. Then I'm going to glue this in place, and I'm just going to do this quite carefully. Then I'm going to add the frame to the top. Then we got the frame, and we now got to cover it with the paper. Then I've shown you how to create this shadow box frame with the speciality paper from Treasured Moments, and I hope you enjoyed it. Then it's just to have a go and start making one yourself, and then to start decorating it.